Well, a lot of people are going through some big transitions right now. This time of year, kids are back to school. Maybe you're an empty nester for the first time.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe even just the thought of our Minnesota summer coming to an end, winter is coming. It's got some anxiety setting in. Our first guest says, try to think holistically and give something like acupuncture a try. We welcome our holistic health expert and the owner of Healing Insight, Senia Mae, along with TCL executive producer Mandy Toddick. We will be chatting with her just momentarily about her experience and how it has helped. Senia, let's jump right into this. Talk to me about how something like acupuncture can help a problem that many people deal with, which is anxiety.
Right, so acupuncture is so helpful for anxiety because what it does is it calms your whole nervous system down and then it retrains it so it remembers what it feels like to be relaxed. So you have really long-term effects from it.
And then if you've dealt with anxiety, what sort of symptoms might someone at home notice, like, oh, this is what my body is actually going through?
It can be, you can feel anything from like racing heart, difficulty concentrating, trouble sleeping. Some people even have panic attacks, or it can be really severe. Or it can just be feeling like you're stressed out and you just can't handle everything that's happening in your life.
So really, if it's kind of something that's small that's going on in your life or something bigger, this can help. And I know that Mandy, this has been great for her. She's really used this. So kind of talk about her experience, and Mandy, you as well, pipe in.
Yeah, so I went and saw Senia for the first time after she came on Twin Cities Live. I was pregnant with my second child and had a lot of anxiety during that pregnancy, more than even before. I'm always a high energy person. Obviously, maybe laying off the caffeine could help that a little bit. But yeah, so I wanted to do something holistic because I didn't want to turn to medication, especially being pregnant. And I'd never done acupuncture before. And the first time I went and saw her, we talked. She does a thorough consultation with you first, and then she did my first treatment. And she'll tell you that it was so dramatic that I felt a rush from my head down to my feet, of almost like a release of all of the energy that was stuck.
So when somebody says that's happening, if they experience that, which sounds awesome, what's actually happening inside of their body?
So what's happening is we're using specific acupuncture points that calm the nervous system down and reset it. And so your muscles tend to release, your circulation increases too, and that's what helps all of your muscles to relax.
So it's sending a message essentially from here to then the rest of your body saying all is well.
Yep.
Well, I always like to see a demonstration here.
That's right.
Mandy, she's an old pro at this. So you're going to be looking at 3 different spots: the head, the ear, and the arms. Why don't we start in the head and tell me what's happening when you're doing acupuncture there? Because for a lot of people, I think they would get squeamish at the thought of that.
Right. Well, the head one is actually super, super calming, and you don't really feel this one. So I always start with this point, and it's also great because this is one of the most calming points on the body. And so this is where you kind of feel that wave of relaxation wash over you. Like it starts with this point. So everybody gets this point at the very start of their
And you
treatment.
didn't even flinch, Mandy.
No, I already feel like I felt it down to my fingertips already.
Really? That's so, and just with one.
Right.
And I know someone out there is like me, seeing that almost like up toward like where your soft spot was as a baby, thinking, ooh, that's gonna hurt. Mandy, does that hurt?
No, it doesn't hurt at all. It feels like she said, like a really calming wave of and I'll tell you, like, I was squeamish about needles. I don't like shots. I can't even watch my kids get shots. I never wanted to be in the medical profession or anything, but there's nothing about this that is painful.
Wow. Okay.
That's cool.
Now we move to the ears. Is this like getting your ear pierced?
Oh my gosh, it's so much more gentle.
All right,
than
talk me off the ledge.
In fact, my husband loves having ear acupuncture because he feels like somebody's just nibbling gently at his ear.
Oh,
yeah. So he's a big fan of it. Yeah. So on her ear, then there are quite a few calming points here, and here at the top of the ear, there's a really good one. Also in the center of the ear, there's one called the 0 point. And the 0 point is the center of the ear. It's for centering the body and helping you to fully calm down.
So the acupuncture needle that is in the top of her head compared to the one that's in her ear, are they telling the body to do different things? Because I'm always fascinated how the body, it's like you put one thing here and it is affecting your digestive system or something like that. So they're sending separate messages.
They're sending kind of similar messages, but they work on the body in slightly different ways. So I'll find for some people, they love the point in the top of their head. They really relax from that. Other people, they really like the ear point. It feels much more comfortable to them. They feel a significant release from that one. Like one of my best friends, she's like, can you put the one in my ear? I really love that one. So it's sort of just seeing there's so many calming points in the body. which one works best for each individual person.
That seems to be the hot item, the ear.
Yeah.
That's like the thing that everybody keeps going after. So how long do you keep these in then once you put one in?
Usually we leave them in for at least 20 minutes. You know,
Okay.
sometimes we leave them in for up to 45 minutes if you're really stressed out and just having trouble relaxing. If we leave it in longer, like sometimes you'll be able to relax.
And you're gonna
Call
put one
that
in
an
her wrist too.
acupuncture nap, because you lay there, and it's like the best nap of your life.
And mom gets a little
Yes.
time away from the kiddos, a little relaxation.
And I think something to point out, but is that the lasting effects of it. It wasn't just, I mean, for me, it was that night I slept amazing. But then it lasted me for a few days to calm my nervous system and to really, work through and deal with my anxiety and
Yeah,
stress.
you slowly unwind that tension and then it stays unwound. You're going to put one in her arms. What is this targeting?
So this one also works on calming the heart, and this is on the meridian that goes to the heart. And so, like when people feel like they have a lot of like racing heart, or they feel a lot of tension in their chest, we'll do this point and it helps it to relax and release.
Can you explain to a little bit more about, like, if someone comes and they're doing this for the first time, maybe they have questions at home, what is the environment like when they come to see you?
Oh, it's so fabulous. So we have Mandy sitting in a chair here because we want her to be able to speak, but we have you lie down on a massage table. It's heated, so it's super warm. We have you lie on your back, and then we use, we'll put an eye pillow over your eyes. There's a little bit of lavender oil on it. You just get to lie down and take a nap. We've got really calming music playing in the background. It's a complete spa experience. It's really fabulous.
So this is much more spa than it is doctor's office.
Absolutely, yes. And when you walk into our clinic, it does not look like a doctor's office. It's much more.
The problem is,
spa-like.
you can't get people to leave though. I'm sure you have a lot of people that are like, I'm so relaxed, just let me stay a little bit longer.
Right, like just have a little bit of tea in the lobby while you're waiting.
Yeah.
Before you go, I want to ask, when you're doing stuff like this and this is targeting parts of your body that other things probably don't, are there side effects that you need to be aware of?
The most common side effect is to feel relaxed and happy after a treatment. That's the most common
That's a
one.
good one.
So
We're gonna have one.
that's pretty much it. That's all you have to worry about.
Mandy, you're still doing good?
I'm doing great.
She's just like
She's
chilling.
so
I'm
calm.
chill.
She's like,
Yeah.
this is great.
Yeah.
hey-
Ask me anything you want right now.
Truth Serum. Use the promo code CALMMIND when you book an appointment online. That'll get you $100 off of a 3-session introductory acupuncture package. You can also call Healing Insight to schedule your appointment as well. We have posted all of those contact details at TwinCitiesLive.com.
And a big thanks to Healing Insight for sponsoring Twin Cities Live.
Thank
And
you,
go ahead,
Senia. Thanks,
take a little
Mandy.
nap
Yeah.
now, Mandy. You're good.
Go in
Yeah.
the green room and take a nap.
Well, next month, Prince's home of Paisley Park